Hello, hello, friends. How's everyone doing? I'm going to give it a few minutes for some of my crafty friends to join. I've had a really crazy busy morning. I woke up late, which is fine. I'm retired. I can wake up as late as I like. But I woke up later than usual. And hi, Rebecca. Thanks for joining. And hi, Anna. Thanks for joining. And so I had errands to run um, for getting dinner ready, and I had to go do some shopping to get some retirement gifts for my sister. Welcome, Michelle. Can you all hear me? I just want to make sure you can hear me. Oh, let me fix my mic. I had it up in the wrong space. Can you all hear me okay? Anyway, I went and did some shopping for my sister. She is a teacher who will be retiring. Her last day of teaching is next Wednesday, I think. So she has not too long to go before she can enjoy the benefits of being retired. She's already got stuff planned for what she's going to do. She is a quilter, a seamstress. So, oh, good. I'm glad you can hear me. So I got her some fun quilting stuff and a goodie bag for her retirement. Um, so hopefully she'll enjoy that. She's such a good teacher. She's so good. And she teaches the itty bitty ones. So she's a preschool teacher. And now that means she's got 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds. So teaching them is, I'm sure, a challenge, but she loves every minute of it. And she's ready to retire so she can enjoy some fun with her big sister. And that would be me. All right, enough of my chit chat for the moment. I decided to come on and play with some of these, the quarterly release from Not Too Shabby, and it's the Rustic Blooms Quarterly release. I don't really have a plan in mind for what I'm going to make. I just grabbed what was in the quarterly release. Now, there are dies for this stamp set, I just don't have them. And then there's a button. Oh, and I don't have the button now. I don't remember what I did with it. I put it away for safekeeping, and it's really safe somewhere. So, anyway, how did you all enjoy your Memorial Day weekend? Did everyone have yesterday off? And did everyone enjoy their extra time with family? I think I just enjoyed having my husband home for the day. He typically doesn't have holidays off other than Christmas, and Thanksgiving. But um, he got he got Memorial Day off for the site he's working at, so that's good. We're able to have an extra day together. So you all know I like playing with pattern paper. So um, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Well, let's flip through the papers first, see which ones I want to play with. They're all so pretty. They really are. And there's a lot of wood grains in this one, and I really like that. Oh, how fun, Rebecca. We've done that before. We've done strawberry picking with a couple of our grandkids, and it's just so much fun. Oh, congratulations to your niece. How fun. So now it's time to plan a wedding. That's always fun. We're getting ready for our oldest granddaughter graduates high school next week, next Wednesday. Oh, I can't believe she's graduating high school. She was our little preemie. She was all of 2 pounds, 8 ounces when she was born. So to see her all grown up and graduating high school and moving on to the next phase of life is a pure joy for us. All right, all right. Let me pick a couple papers. I'm just rambling on here. She is going to have a lot of paper crafting projects to do. So I'm going to pick a few papers out of here and see where I go with it. Let's see. I'm going to maybe pick 3. What do you think? 3 that could go together. Hmm. Take a look at the back side. That's a yellow. What's on the back here? That's a green gingham. See, this is how long it takes me to pick something. I'm always flipping through about 100 times before I finally decide on something. All right, I got those 2. So let's get one with maybe a wood grain on it. What do you think? Let me see. Oh my, oh my. So, you know, I might go with this one instead, with this yellow, kind of a swooshy background. Oh, although this one's pretty too. See? See what happens to me? All right. So I've been busy crafting and trying to get some summer crafts done. And then also trying to work on my holiday crafts. But it's been busy around my household as of late, which I'm sure it is for everyone. Okay, I'm going to cut these panels down, and I think I'm going to cut them all together. Let me... Oh, I found the button. See, I had it saved. This is the button that comes in that quarterly release. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty. So, just trying to get my household in order. You know, I kind of get a spring cleaning bug sometimes and start organizing and reorganizing different sections of my house, other than my craft room, of course. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to cut these all together because I'm going to cut it to 3 3/4. Let's see if it'll cut through 3. It did. By 5. I'm going to cut the top because it has that little bit of gumminess from the paper pad. Whoops, hold on. I got to do something. I have my Nightbot from the last Crafty stream I did, and it's starting to pop up stuff. So let me take that out of there. All right. I just save them, Rebecca. I don't wear them. I just hold on to them, and some of them I don't have a lot of buttons, but the ones I do, I kind of just save and usually display around my craft room somewhere. Okay, so I cut it to 3 3/4 by 5. Now what I want to do is kind of cut these so that I'm gonna put them all together, kind of in a sunburst kind of way, I think. I know. Wrong channel. I know. I know. I fixed it though. It shouldn't pop up. Oh, that's a good idea, Rebecca. Magnetic bar. Maybe I'll do that. Although I'm just always reorganizing my craft room. It's just, I feel like I have to keep on top of that so that I can make sure I don't have a disaster in my craft room. Otherwise, it's a never-ending story. All right. And I'm just going to kind of randomly cut these and we'll go from there. Yeah, I'm always reorganizing. Hopefully I can remember what goes where here. And can you guys hear my AC? I turned it on because I just had to. I just had to. Otherwise, I'll just be completely overheated. We'll figure out how these go in a minute. And I'll just make it work. See if we can get 3 cards out of what I've cut up today. All right. Let's see. This was at the bottom. Best way for me to be able to tell what went where, I think, is to find the papers with definite patterns on them, I think, and try and puzzle piece them together, which is going to be not as easy as I thought, but I'll figure it out. And then this one's definitely going to be the bottom. What would this one be? No. Nope. Here? Maybe. Oh my. Okay, I'm going to leave these underneath so I know which ones go with which, I think. Yeah, those went there. Oh, good. You can't hear it. Well, I can feel that it's on, which is great because, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago I was in here on a live and I didn't have it on. And by the time I walked out of here, my face was super red. And my husband even said, "Babe, are you okay?" Because I get overheated pretty easily. And when I get overheated, my face turns beet red, just beet red. So, all right, these two under here. Wait, under here. Find the one that's a definite pattern, and then we'll puzzle piece them together. All right, now let me try and puzzle piece this. So that goes there, perhaps. I'm trying to remember. I cut it to 3 3/4 by 5. So I don't know. What did I do? Well, there has to be a centerpiece here. This one? No. Is it? Let's find screen. Nope, not that one. There has to be a piece with the rest of this butterfly. Not that one. Oh, this one? Nope. This one? Nope. This is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I should have probably marked them. That's what I should have done. Nope, that doesn't go there. Not there. Okay. Let me think this through. Hmm. Oh boy. Hmm, 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 hmm. Maybe here. Hmm. Maybe here. Nope. Excuse me. Why am I not able to get this? Oh, excuse me. I'm going to mute for just 1 second. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Let's see. Not there. Oh, there's two that go together. Okay. So these two would go there. Now, we can figure the rest. Maybe there. Maybe not. Not there. Not there. Not there. Nope. Nope. Hmm. Hmm. Right? That one goes there. Am I wrong? Yeah, that looks like it goes there. Then no, 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 no. No, no, no. Guys, what did I do? Oh my. Oh, this one goes here because it seems to match up with that tail end of that butterfly. Okay. Then, let's see. No. This one goes there. I'm finding them. This one goes here. And that one goes there. Okay. So that's the order they would be in. So let me put those in the right order on all three, and then I'll mix them up once I get those all done. This one goes here. Then I'll make my cards. Goodness gracious. That took me quite a while. Okay. But I did it. I did it. I am very, how can I say this? Persistent or stubborn, however you want to say it. So I don't like to give up too easily. And I've always been like that. Even as a kid, I wanted to always be able to figure things out. And that's just the way I was. Let me see what I want behind there as far as a matte layer. Hmm. Let me see. Oh, but you know what? They're gonna have to be. Let's see. Let me mix them up. I'm gonna put this one here, this one there. We'll put that one there, 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 and there. Then, yep, that's fine. Kind of just mixing them up to try and get some randomness here. So I'm going to put this one here, this one here. Switch these over. You guys all still there, or have I bored you to death yet? Let's see. And I think, oh my goodness, this is not working out how I planned. You know what? I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm going to go with it because perfection in card making is overrated. There, I want 2 of the butterflies on each one. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right. Stack, cut, and shuffle method. No, what is that? Can you elaborate a little bit, Rosie? And maybe I wouldn't waste so much time here trying to figure out what went where. I think I'm going to go with a, should I do black behind there? Or actually, let me see something. Ooh. Let me flip one of these around. Okay, so hold please. Ooh, that one's pretty too. I think I'll do one like that. Oh, you craft along, Rebecca. I love seeing your cards. They are so pretty and they are so, I mean, if you haven't checked out Rebecca's channel, you should do that. She comes up with the best ideas and the best shaker cards too. I love them. Love, love, love. Okay. I'm going to do a nice golden yellow behind one and maybe a nice green behind another. Let me see. I don't know why I'm wasting time. I just grabbed my bucket of cardstocks here. No, I mean it. I just, anytime you have a video come out, Rebecca, I'm just in awe and I think, why didn't I think of that? But we don't always think the way others do. And I think that's what makes crafting so much fun. We're all different. We're all unique. We have our own ideas. Ooh, look at this brown. I think that brown behind that one. And then we'll do this yellow, you think? No, maybe that's too bright. Maybe this one. This one here. And we don't all think alike, and that's what makes crafting fun. We come up with new ideas or different from our friends, and it's inspiring. That's what it is. It's inspiring. Okay. I'm going to have to do that. I am definitely going to have to do that. What do you think of the green here? Should I do more of a, let's do that yellow there maybe? That bright yellow? Or was it? Yeah, I like that one. Maybe we'll do a green behind this one instead of this. Okay, let's figure this out now that I have my card matte layers all chosen. Now I'm going to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. See how that works. And let's try placing them on here, see what our spacing is like. I think I should have probably left it at the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Maybe not. Let's see. What do you think? I think that looks okay. Let's see on here. If I leave it to 4 by 5 1/4, does that give me better spacing? I think it does. What do you think? Hmm. Sorry, guys, I forget sometimes that I have you all there and I start to just focus on what I'm doing. Well, let's start. Let's just start attaching our papers and see where it goes. No, I was planning on doing that today, Rebecca, but I got such a late start. I typically, so I wake up at 5 or 5:30 to make my husband lunch and give him a goodbye kiss before he goes off to work. And then I go back to bed, fall asleep, wake up about 7:30. But today I went back to bed and I couldn't fall back asleep quite as quickly as I normally do. And let's see. Yeah, I'll be able to trim it down. And I didn't wake up until 9:30. Guys, that is so late. 9:30. Dear goodness gracious. So by the time I got up and got myself together, um, I was rushing to try and get to this quilt shop to get something for my sister. Um, and then rushed to the grocery store to get something for a recipe I found, and it looked delicious. So I thought I'll make that for dinner. And came home, cleaned the house a little bit, cleaned up the kitchen, and then before I knew it, it was time for my live. So I'll try and count. I'll definitely count before our next live, and I'll let you know where I'm at as far as my donation cards. I think I'm pretty close with this last paper smash that I did. I mean, that was 162 cards alone with that paper pad. So I think pretty close, if not there. And if I have them done, oh my goodness. Now, by done, I mean um, the fronts are done. That doesn't mean I've stamped the insides yet. That I still have to do on them. So um, maybe we'll do that together next week live. What do you think? You want to watch me stamping all the insides of my holiday donation cards? Whoops. Or would that bore you to no end? Let me know. Let me know what you think. Okay, let me trim that down just a little bit. Now, it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means. And I'm going to trim the top just a bit and the bottom just a bit. Rebecca, my husband is asleep by 8 o'clock because he gets up at 3 in the morning. He exercises and does what he has to do. So that at 5 is when he wakes me up. And then I make him his lunch and we say goodbye. And he goes off to his wonderful day at work. But he goes to sleep at 8. I go to bed at 8 like he does. But I'm not asleep till on a good night, I'm asleep at midnight. On a not so good night, I'm asleep at 2. So I'm with you. That's why when he wakes me up to make him lunch, I go back to bed and I go back to sleep afterwards because I just can't. I can't. I mean, I could. I've done it before. When I worked, I would just stay awake after I made him lunch and get ready for work and then go on about my day. But I am retired, so I don't have to do that anymore, which is wonderful. This is one of the best parts of retirement. I can wake up when I want. I can go to bed when I want. Hi, Shanna. Welcome. So I just, I kind of do what I want to do basically with my sleep. All right. Let's see here. See, my spacing's not perfect, but I'm not too worried about it. Because really, when you give cards to people, they're not judging your cards. They're really not. They're just excited to get something handmade from you. Because at least my friends and family are. They know it took me time to put it together, and I was thinking about them as I put it together. So they're very appreciative of a handmade card or handmade anything that I give them. Which is why I've got to get busy on those. Goodness gracious, not good spacing at all on that one. I've got to get busy on those mini albums for my grandkids. Oh yeah, school time. This is busy crunch time when you work at a school. I don't care if you're a teacher, office staff, custodial staff, kitchen staff, whatever it is. End of the year is very busy and very hectic. There's just so many things to get done. But it is fun. There are good points about it. I mean, I always had fun at the end of the year. The school I worked at when I first started working for the school district. The staff was like my second family, and to this day we keep in touch. A lot of them are retired, but we try and keep in touch and check in on each other best we can. It was my second family for sure. Those, I have to say, were the best years of my career at the school district when I worked at a school site. Not that I didn't love working at my other positions at the district office, but there's just something about being at a school site, and you grow to love those kids like they're your own. The school I was at was one of the smaller schools. We had all of 500 kids, and I used to say that, if people ask me how many kids do you have, and I said, well, I have 4 biological kids and I have 500 bonus kids. because I thought of them as my own. I loved each and every one of them. They were all amazing, and it is a blast when I get to run into one of them now as adults, and they remember, and they'll say, "Mrs. Olea, I loved when I was at that school. It was so much fun. You were so good to us, and we loved being there." And I was in the office. I was the school secretary, so it's not like I affected um, their education directly. But I think, what I used to remind people is that by making the school uh, a friendly place for the community, for the staff, for the kids, allowing the teachers to um, just focus on teaching, I think by doing that, I did affect the kids in some way. I think anyway. Uh-huh. Exactly, Rebecca. Exactly. And they like being with grandma. It's so much more fun to be with grandma. I know my older ones, even the teenagers, they'll say, "Grandma, can you pick us up? Can we do this? Can we have a girls' day? Can we go, they'll want to go to, let's say, the children's museum or to the mall just to walk around, not necessarily to buy anything, but they like uh, being with grandma. And I love that. I love that I have my grandbabies. Um, I read somewhere, I don't know where, that um, for our children, if they think that we love our grandchildren more, it's not that we love them more, it's that we get to relive our kids through our grandkids. So we get to relive the fun times we had with our kids through our grandkids. Now, that being said, we also get to spoil our grandkids and not have to follow necessarily all the rules. If they want an extra scoop of ice cream, they get an extra scoop of ice cream. If they want to go to the park, they go to the park. And we don't have to put them off because of our hectic schedules, which I think is great. I'm going to flip this one this way. Oh, no, flip it back. So, I mean, I love being a grandma. It is the best. It is the best. So let me see. Do I want to attach this one to a cream? I don't think so. Let me get another card base. I'll just get a white one. Yeah, that looks better. And it's funny because, my kids will say, Mom, when we were kids, you would have never let us do that. And I have to remind them, I know, but remember, when you were kids, grandma let you do things like this, even though I didn't. And they kind of go, yeah, I guess. I guess, Mom. So let's see. I'm going to put a piece of cardstock on the inside of each of these. I'll put that one there, this one there, and this one there. What do you think? Does that work? All right, let's do that. How are we doing on time? Speaking of grandma duties, mine starts at 2. So my daughter works, and I help her with the 2 itty bitty ones. So the 3-year-old and the 8-month-old. And I love it. They are a blessing. All my grandchildren are a blessing. I love them, love them, love them. All right. I just had to trim those little edges off because they had the glue from the paper pad. All right. Use this. I mean, the mall's not bad with the grandkids. They're pretty fun to watch. It's just, with the 3 teenagers, when we go, they'll just go and try stuff on, and it's like, "Okay." And even if they try something on that I know for example, the oldest one, she'll try something on and she'll say, "Do you like it, Grandma?" And I said, "Well, yeah, it looks beautiful, sweetie, but what would your dad think?" Because of course, they try on sometimes not the best choices. And she's like, "I know my dad won't like it." And she puts it back. So they know what their parents would like and not like. They love it. I remember when the 3 older girls were little, I don't know, they must have been 5, 6, and 7. Um, I took them for a girls' day out. It's when it was just the 3 of them. There were the only 3 at that time. And we went to get manicures, and we went to do some shopping, and we went to have lunch, and we went to the movies. And as we're sitting down waiting for the movie to start, they turn around and they tell me, "Grandma, you're the best grandma in the world." That was the best feeling in the world. It was like, "Oh, my babies." They bring me such joy. And they'll still tell me, "You're the best grandma." Now, hopefully their other grandmas don't hear that, because that could be hurtful, but they mean it in the best way. They're good girls. They're really good girls. I'm very blessed to have them in my life. And they're wonderful older sisters too. They try and guide their younger siblings the best way they know how. Oh, thank you, Rosie. I think I have to remind myself sometimes I am my own worst critic. I sometimes I'll look at my cards and I'll think, "Oh, that's not the way I was hoping for it to come out." And I have to remind myself that I need to not be so hard on myself. And like I said, I've always been kind of a perfectionist and always wanting everything to be just right. And that's just a personality trait, and that's something I work on and try and make sure I don't go overboard on. Should I leave the fronts blank without a sentiment? That way I can use them for whatever I want, and then when I need them, I'll add a sentiment. Or should I add a sentiment? What do you think? Hmm. Hmm. Let me try something. I could stamp it directly on the pattern paper. Um, what do you think? If I do it directly on the paper, I could do Live Life in Full Bloom. Where was that? Right there. I could do Love You Bunches. I could do Thinking of You to my best friend. Let me stamp one. Let's see how it looks. We'll start with Love You Bunches. How about that? Let's see. Let me move our little butterflies first. And I'll stamp it right at the bottom. And a lot of times, guys, when I'm making cards, I don't have a plan. I've seen some people have their sketchbooks, and they draw out what they're going to do, and they have it all planned out and laid out the way they want it. Yeah, that's not how I work. It's not how my brain works most of the time. Um, unless I'm working with a card sketch, I just kind of wing it most of the time and hope for the best. Okay, so I can stamp Love You Bunches there. And I'll use some brown ink. So let me grab maybe some dark chocolate from Gina K. I don't think I've used this one yet, so let's kind of get that conditioning done. Leave them blank? Okay, okay, okay. I'll leave them blank. See, I have to learn when to stop. All right, all right, all right. Oh, I'm glad I looked up at the comments before I started stamping. You guys must have been screaming, no, read the comments. Okay, let me put this away and try and put my stuff away as soon as I'm done using it. Otherwise, it's like a tornado hit. Okay, I'm going to pop up this though. So let me. Thanks, Rebecca. Drive safely. You guys are so sweet. You guys always have such kind words for me. You know, every time I finish a live, I just walk out with a huge smile on my face. It is so much fun. And I like, at first I was very, very nervous about doing lives. I still get nervous, but um at first I didn't think it was a good idea. I don't know. I thought, well, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to do? And who's going to want to watch me making a card live? Nobody's going to want to watch that. But I truly enjoy the live interaction where I get to read the chat with you guys and I get to answer back, give you guys answers right away if you have a question. I get feedback from you, um, like leave them blank. So I'm enjoying doing these lives. The only thing is hmm, having to just make sure I have them timed correctly so that my grandma duties do not get affected. Oh, that is pretty, huh, guys? I like that one. I like that one. Okay, we'll pop up next one and get that done. So, do you guys have any plans for the summer, for summer break? Um, Having worked at a school district my whole life, I think my brain always works in the school year cycle. So it's, summer break, spring break, fall break, winter break, and planning around those breaks. Now, I don't have to do that anymore, but I think that's just how I've trained my brain after 30 years. All right. See, so it didn't matter too much that the spacing was off in the center because I have these ephemera to put there. Words are hard sometimes. Oh, thank you, Anna. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right. Okay, there's that one. And then we'll pop up our third one. And then I'll kind of probably bring in some enamel dots and some of my, where is it? My sparkle pen. Add a little bit of sparkle here and there. Sometimes I forget to do that. I'm in such a rush to finish things because I'm racing with the clock or racing with a 3-year-old that pops his head in. And he'll ask me, Grandma, are you doing a video? And if I tell him yes, he says, I want to help. I want to do a video. And he just hops on in, climbs up on my lap, climbs up on my desk, peeks his head in. He enjoys it. All right. Where's my other butterfly? There it is. All right. Where are my enamel dots? What did I do with those? There. We'll add some enamel dots now, since we have a few more minutes. What do we have? About 10 more minutes? Yeah, before I have to get going. Oh, Rosie, I appreciate it. Well, I can start doing a process for sheet loads if you'd like. If that's something you want, I can do a second video and show the process. Let's see. Maybe. Let me grab some more enamel dots. I have bunches. I want to see if I have any of a darker brown. Maybe this one. Let's see. This is the Coffee and Cream collection. All right. Oh, these are more of a green, huh? Maybe. See how difficult I make it for myself? All right. Just do it. Just do it. And I'll add a few here and there. Maybe a couple down here. I think I need to cut my nails. They're getting too long. All right. Okay. And then let's put some. I'm going to use the green ones from the Rustic Blooms collection. So let me put this coffee and cream one away. Okay, Rosie, I'll do that. For next month, I'll do an extra video with the process for the sheet load. Or maybe, did you catch the sheet load live that I did with Alicia and with T from Not Afraid of Color? We did a sheet load live on Saturday, I believe it was. And you're kind of watching most of the process. I had everything cut out, but I can do a separate live and then maybe just go through the entire process of choosing my papers, cutting them according to the sketch, and putting them together. What do you think of that, Rosie? Would that be helpful? Let me know. Let me know in the comments or in the chat, I mean. I do love making sheet loads. They're super easy to make. I love working with card sketches, in case you hadn't noticed on my channel. It's easy for me to work with a card sketch because I don't have to do any of the thinking. You saw what happened when I had to think today, puzzle piecing these pieces together. But when you have a sketch, it's super easy. So like I'll use the Sheetload sketch. I'll use, of course, Kendra's card challenge. I love her sketches. They're amazing. And then I use from time to time the sketches from Jess Crafts. And once I'm done with a live, I'll try and remember to go back and add links to all three of those channels. So you'll be able to kind of check out Sheetload, Kendra's card challenge, and Jess Crafts. Okay, let's put these away. I think I love using pattern paper. First of all, that's when I first started card making, I was trying everything under the sun. Everything that I saw on YouTube, I would try, and I would think, oh, is that for me? And it wasn't necessarily for me. I mean, I enjoy doing different techniques. I have fun, but where I truly just I don't want to say shine, where I feel like I excel is in using patterned papers, right? They don't even need a sentiment. So cute. Loving them. All right, let me add a little bit of um, shimmer to the cards. Finish them off. And I just think on the butterflies. What do you think? Maybe add a little bit of shimmer on the butterflies. That might kind of bring the card to life a little more. And then I always forget to, and I'm not going to do it today because I don't know what I did with it, but I always forget to add glossy accents. That's a good finishing touch as well. If you add the sparkle, the shimmer pen, and then kind of let it dry on there for a minute, and then add some glossy accents, kind of helps those images pop. Okay. How are we doing in the chat? Okay. Would you rather, Rosie, that I did a live, or would you rather I did a recorded video? Let me know. You're gonna help me decide on that. Oh, Cindy, you know what? The reason I can match up patterns is because when you get a paper pad, um, the patterns all match. They all coordinate so well together. It's pretty easy to put a card together. I mean, even just using one single sheet, for example, you could use this flowers with this wood grain on the back, and they go together perfectly. Um, it helps to have your paper pads. If you went and bought at one time years and years ago, there was a sale at, oh, I don't know if it was Joann's or Michael's, but on the single sheets of 12 by 12 paper. And I bought a lot of single sheets because they were on clearance, they were on sale. But then I couldn't figure out how to make them coordinate with each other. It wasn't looking good to my eye. This way, I don't have to think. This way, they're in a paper pad or in a paper kit. If I buy a kit from the store, it kind of helps. And you're right, Anna, the double-sided helps a lot. There's so many choices when you have double-sided. See, what I did with this one is I started by cutting just these three out, but then I flipped them. I flipped them so I had three different pattern papers on this one. And they all coordinate beautifully. And then Not Too Shabby, when they have coordinating ephemera for their paper pads, it makes it even that much easier to put a card together. I can't say enough good things about those ephemera and pattern paper from Not Too Shabby. And if you're interested in this, I think I did. I think I put links in the description box for the Rustic Blooms release. And you know what, Cindy? I think matching up papers, it's the thought when you're making somebody a handmade card or a handmade gift of any sort. It's the thought and the effort and the time that you put into it that matters. We all want our handmade crafts to come out beautifully and to look beautiful, but I can't ever remember a time when I got a handmade gift from someone and thinking that it wasn't beautiful. I think just knowing that they put their time and energy into that and thought about me, that was what made it beautiful to me. All right, all right, all right. Let's see, Rosie. Okay, let me tell you what I'm gonna do, Rosie. I'm gonna do a recorded process video for the sheet load. Um, I'll probably do one for the June sheet load. I don't know if I have time to get one out for the May sheet load, but I'll do a whole process video from paper choice to cutting to putting it together. And we'll see how you like that. All right? Is that a deal? All right, guys, I have to get going. Grandma duty calls. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for spending your afternoon with me, or your morning, or your evening, wherever you may be. I truly enjoy having my crafty friends here to give input and to chat with me as I put together my cards. All right, guys, I'm going to clean up my little crafty mess that I made and let you guys go. Have a good one. Bye.